Yes! 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 Hey, what's up, you guys? Film Fan 0599 here again, and today I'm going to be giving my thoughts on the 90th Academy Awards ceremony. I never do videos about like the actual Oscars themselves, like the shows and stuff like that. I never will do videos about them, but for obvious reasons, I have to do a video about this certain ceremony. I'm pretty sure all of you know the reason why, but you know, and also there's other reasons why I want to talk about this show, because I'm actually going to admit this show actually wasn't too bad. I'm going to be honest with you, I did not actually mind this show. This is probably honestly my favorite ceremony I've witnessed so far in terms of when I've gotten back into movies and watching the Oscars, honestly. This is probably my favorite ceremony out of the ones I've watched so far. Because, honestly, I was really entertained and stuff like that. I liked a lot of the stuff that they did. A lot of the winners were great. Like, it was overall a pretty solid show. It wasn't perfect by any means for me, but I honestly thought it was a solid show. And Jimmy Kimmel, who actually outdid himself, honestly, as a host. Like, I enjoyed a lot of the stuff that he did. Like, the whole thing with the jet ski, and, like, whoever gives the shortest speech gets the jet ski. Like, that was, like, one of the funniest things I think I've ever seen, honestly. That was great. Like, him with all the celebrities going to that theater to surprise the people that were seeing A Wrinkle in Time. That was great. Like, he was just overall a great host. And honestly, he's probably my favorite host I've witnessed out of the ones I've watched since 2014, honestly. He was fantastic. I absolutely loved him. He was so fantastic. And, you know, overall, I thought the overall presentation, if you can speak, Double Nine, of the show was great, honestly. Like, I really loved how this show was presented. And how they did it, honestly, was really fantastic to me. I really did like a lot how they did this show. It was actually well handled. There were still some problems, like it got a little bit too political at points. And, you know, like some of the presenters weren't really that great in how they were injecting comedy into all their things. It was pretty bad. But besides that, I really did think they did a pretty solid job with it. I did think the show was actually pretty good. And like I said, this is probably my favorite out of the ones I've watched since 2014. So, good job on you guys. You actually did a pretty good show. I actually was pretty entertained while watching it. So, good job on you. So, now on to the awards. Now, I'm not going to go through every single award, but what I'm going to do is go through some of the highlights for me. Some of the ones that I did like. We can now say Kobe Bryant's a Academy Award winner now. That's a thing we can say now, so that's great. I mean, I saw a tweet that said, I never thought I would ever see Luke Skywalker handing Kobe Bryant an Academy Award. Like, that just made, that was one of the things that made my night. That was fantastic. But, yeah, we could say Kobe Bryant's an Academy Award winner, so that's pretty awesome. So yeah, he won for Dear Basketball and everything, so that was pretty cool. I like that. That was one of the major highlights for me. Jordan Peele winning Best Original Screenplay for Get Out. Now, I did predict The Shape of Water. I thought that's who they were going to give it to for Best Original Screenplay, but I felt like the obvious favorite was going to be Three Billboards, but Get Out won. So that's pretty awesome. Get Out had a fantastic screenplay, so I'm glad it won. And Jordan Peele became the first, you know, black man to ever win Best Original Screenplay. So that's a huge accomplishment for him. And the fact that this was his first, you know, directorial debut and stuff like that, that's awesome. So the fact that he's already accomplished so much just within that, with his first movie, is pretty cool. And I'm very, very happy for him. You know, he's an awesome dude. He did a fantastic job with Get Out. So the fact that he now has won Best Original Screenplay, and plus this is the first ever time a horror film has won Best Original Screenplay as well. So that's another huge accomplishment with this movie. So, you know, I'm happy that this movie won Best Original Screenplay, because it, you know, it really does deserve it, honestly. Even though my pick was the Shape of Water, I did like that Get Out won Best Original Screenplay, honestly. Like, I really did. It was pretty cool, honestly. But it was a nice moment for Jordan Peele and everything. I really loved his speech a lot, too. It was really great. So, yeah, that was awesome. I loved that he won Best Original Screenplay. And, yeah, good on Jordan Peele, honestly. Great for him. I'm honestly very, very happy that he won Best Original Screenplay. Best visual effects. I really was pulling for War for the Planet of the Apes on this. I really was. But, I can't be too mad because, what won was Blade Runner 2049, and that movie is a visual spectacle, so I can't be too mad at that. So I did really love the visuals a lot in that film, but the fact that none of the the new Planet of the Apes movies never won Best Visual Effects baffles me because honestly, I think the visual effects in those movies are like the best visual effects we've had all decade, to be for real with you, because like those were not actors. I did not see actors. I saw apes. And the fact that they were able to do that was quite incredible. And the fact that none of the visual effects teams got any recognition from the Academy with that in terms of actually winning was, like, really, honestly. So I really wanted War for the Planet of the Apes to win. But, I can't be too mad because Blade Runner was a visual spectacle. So I can't be too mad that it won Best Visual Effects. So, yeah, there's that. Production design. Shape of Water won. Rightfully so. I'm glad that Shape of Water won production design. The production design was absolutely beautiful with that movie, as is everything else with that film. So I'm glad that that won. Dunkirk won Best Film Editing, which I wanted to win Best Film Editing because I thought that was the best edited film of last year. Honestly, I felt like no other film had better editing than Dunkirk. So the fact that it won Best Film Editing really makes me happy. I'm glad that it won Best Film Editing. It also won Sound Mixing and Sound Editing, which rightfully deserves those awards too. So that's great. Roger A. Deakins is finally an Academy Award winner, which is great. The legend finally got his, Academy Award for cinematography. I was pulling for The Shape of Water in this category. I wasn't pulling for The Shape of Water in every single category, but this was the main one I was pulling for it. And because how people reacted with the cinematography in Blade Runner 2049 is how I reacted with the cinematography in The Shape of Water. Like, just the shot. Oh, man. The end shot alone of that movie beats out everything in Blade Runner 2049. And I do not regret saying that at all because just that movie was so beautifully shot, and the cinematography, was amazing with that movie. So, yeah, but I wanted that to win Best Cinematography, but I can't be too mad because Blade Runner, had some pretty excellent cinematography to it too, and yeah, the fact that the legend himself finally got his award makes me happy, so I'm glad with that. So, I can't be too mad at that, but I would have loved to have seen The Shape of Water win Best Cinematography, though. But it didn't win Best Original Score, which I'm happy for because it did deserve that award out of any of the ones that were nominated. It definitely had the best score, in my opinion, really fit the movie very well, and it was really fantastic. So I'm glad that won Best Original Score. And, I think that's really it for, those categories that I want to talk about. Now let's get into the, Best Animated Film. Coco won, and it also won Best Original Song for Remember Me, which I'm so happy it won both of those things, because it definitely deserved those two things, even though I hate The Boss Baby with a burning passion. It would have been hilarious to actually see it win, and just see the internet go crazy, and just the memes that would just implode with it. Would have been glorious in every way. But, the rightful deserving winner won, which is Coco, which was great and definitely deserved it. And also deserved Best Original Song for Remember Me. Okay, so I guess we should go on to the big categories now. Best Supporting Actress. Allison Janney won for I, whatever, she won for that, and she was great, honestly. That was the pick I wanted to win, and yeah, I'm glad she won, honestly. She was fantastic. She really made me despise her character in that film, and she overall gave a phenomenal performance, so I'm glad that she won Best Supporting Actress. Now for Best Supporting Actor, the legend, the man himself, Sam Rockwell, he's an Academy Award winner now. It's crazy to say, but he is finally an Academy Award winner. It's awesome to say that, honestly. Academy Award winner, Sam Rockwell. Like, that is just awesome to say. And his performance in Three Billboards was incredible. I want him to win Best Supporting Actor because out of the ones that were nominated, he was without question the best one, in my opinion, and he really did deserve the award. I'm glad he won. He was fantastic in the movie. So yeah, and it's fine. It's glad to see that he's finally getting the recognition that he deserves, honestly, which I'm so happy that he's getting the recognition that he deserves now. And, you know, people are starting to see Sam Rockwell. You know what I mean? See him in the front and center, which is fantastic. So, yeah, Sam Rockwell, I'm so happy that he won Best Supporting Actor because he truly, truly deserved it. Now, to Best Actress in a Leading Role, Frances McDormand won for Three Billboards, and as you probably already know, my pick was Sally Hawkins for The Shape of Water. She got robbed. I'm sorry. She got so frickin' robbed at this. She really did. Now, I'm not taking any credit away from Frances McDormand. Not at all. That performance in that movie was fantastic. You know, if I had to pick a second place for, like, besides Sally Hawkins, it would be Frances McDormand. Her performance was incredible in that movie. I'm taking nothing away from her. She was absolutely incredible. But, however, I just feel like Sally Hawkins gave a performance unlike any actress, honestly, from that whole year. Actually, unlike anybody from that year. She gave the best performance I've seen from anybody, from any movie from that year. Honestly, she was incredible and so emotional. The fact that she didn't even speak a single word was incredible to me. Like, she just gave so much emotion and so much power in her performance. And the fact that she didn't win for it kind of just upsets me a little bit because she really did deserve it. Like, out of all the ones that were nominated, she deserved it more than anybody. Like, she was incredible. That's, like, one of the greatest performances I've ever seen in my whole life. Like, that was just so fantastic. It really was. So, but, like I said, I'm not taking anything away from Frances McDormand because she was incredible. And I can totally see why they did give it to her for Best Actress because her performance was fantastic in Three Billboards. But, however, like I said, I really do feel like Sally Hawkins did get robbed into this because that was her award. That was easily, without question, her award, and she unfortunately didn't win it. But for Best Actor in a Leading Role, Gary Oldman won for Darkest Hour. Now, I haven't seen Darkest Hour, so I don't really know how his performance is, but the fact that Gary Oldman is finally now an Academy Award-winning actor is pretty awesome, man. You know, this dude is a legend. He's one of the greatest living actors, in my opinion. He's phenomenal. He's in such an incredible actor, and the fact that he now finally has an Oscar is great. I'm happy that, you know, he finally has gotten his Oscar, and some people thought his speech went on a little bit too long. I'm like, listen, this guy's a legend. Give him his time. He finally won an Academy Award. Give this man all the time he needs. Honestly, like, I thought, and his speech was really great too, and so was Frances McDormand. I forgot to mention that. Frances McDormand, probably that was my, either that or another speech I'll get into was probably my favorite speech of the whole night. Like, I really loved her speech a lot. And Gary Oldman's speech was really great too. So, yeah, congratulations. I'm glad that Gary Oldman finally got his Academy Award, and, you know, he's finally an Academy Award-winning actor, so that's cool. But even though I was pulling for Daniel Day-Lewis in that category, because out of the ones that were on that list, he was definitely my favorite out of the ones. He was fantastic in Phantom Thread, so I was really pulling for him. But good for Gary Oldman. I'm glad that he won Best Actor and finally got, you know, the Academy Award. So that's pretty awesome. Best Director. Oh, man. Like, I knew it was going to happen, but I was still excited as hell, man. Guillermo del Toro winning for The Shape of Water. Yes, yes, and yes. I was so happy, and the speech that he gave was amazing. Just, oh man, it warms my heart so much that one of my favorite directors of all time is finally getting the recognition that he deserves, and it's amazing. Like, I love Guillermo del Toro so much, and the fact that this is the movie that he's getting recognition for the most is amazing, because it's definitely his best film. So, Guillermo del Toro, the fact that he has now won Best Director, and now he's an Academy Award-winning director is pretty cool, man. So, yeah, I love the fact that he won Best Director, you know. Would it have been cool to see Christopher Nolan win for Dunkirk? Absolutely. He's also one of my favorite directors of all time, so it would have been cool to see him win Best Director. But this was Guillermo del Toro's award without question. So I'm glad that he won Best Director because he absolutely, truly deserved it. Now on to the Big Mac Daddy of them all. Oh boy. Best Picture. Alright, little backstory. So, everybody and their mother basically thought Three Billboards was going to win this entire thing. Was going to win Best Picture. It was going to win, you know. But then there's me. There's little old me. The Shape of Water is going to win. And everybody was like, oh, really? The Shape of Water? A movie about a woman and a fish falling in love? That's what you think the Academy's going to choose? Like, really? Really? Look who's laughing now! Because The Shape of Water won Best Picture. Okay. Okay, listen. I literally had to process this for at least a half hour. The fact that this movie won Best Picture... Yes. 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 Yes! Okay. I gotta contain my excitement. I'm pretty sure because if you don't know what that was in the intro of the video, that was my reaction when it won Best Picture. So, you know, I was pretty happy. And if you've seen my review of the movie, yeah, you know I wanted this to win big time. And, baby, it won big time. And, oh, man, what a moment, man. That was truly, honestly, one of the greatest moments of my life. I'm not even exaggerating when I say that. The fact that my favorite movie of the year... Yes, it is my favorite movie of the year. The fact that it won Best Picture, that is a rare-ass thing that happens. So the fact that it happened, awesome. And that I was able to witness it, that's pretty cool, man. Seriously, like, I'm speechless. Like, I'm still speechless, honestly, that it won Best Picture. I probably drained my voice from screaming so loud last night, honestly, because... The fact that it won Best Picture is so amazing. Out of all the ones that were nominated, it deserved it the most. It did. It deserved it the most out of all the ones that were nominated. Easily, without question, it deserved it the most. And I said it, people. I said it. I get to rub it in everybody's face now. I said it. So, yeah, I'm happy that won Best Picture, you know. Obviously, I'm happy it won Best Picture. So... Yeah, I still can't believe it. Like, it's still baffling me that it won Best Picture because I didn't think I was going to be right. I'm not going to lie. I didn't think I was going to be right with this. I was like, I took a risk and it's probably not going to pay off. And look, it did pay off. So, I'm glad I did get it right and it was pretty cool. So, you know, I was really pulling for it and in the end, it did it. That was awesome. And what I liked with it is that it was the last movie, when they were announcing the nominees, it was the last movie to pop up, and the final image you see before they announced the winner was, well, spoiler alert for the movie, was the final shot of the film, which I thought was pretty cool. And I liked that a lot. That was a pretty nice little touch for what was to come, honestly. So, that was pretty cool. I liked that a lot. I'm so happy that it won. I'm really, really happy. I'm happy for everybody that was involved with that movie. Guillermo del Toro, Sally Hawkins, Doug Jones, Octavia Spencer, Michael Shannon, just everybody that was involved, Michael Stuhlbarg, like, just everybody that was involved with that movie, I'm so happy for, because they deserve it, honestly, more than anybody. They deserve it. So, yeah, I'm happy that they won Best Picture. You know, The Shape of Water. It really did it, man. It really did it. It really won Best Picture. I can't believe I was actually right on this. Whew. That's awesome. Like, I'm just speechless. Like, that is truly incredible that such a beautiful and excellent movie like that is now a Best Picture winner. And that makes me happy. So, yeah. So, yeah. That's my thoughts on the 90th Annual Academy Awards. You know, hopefully you guys enjoyed this video and enjoyed me, you know, basically geeking out over basically The Shape of Water winning Best Picture. Let's be for real. This is what you came to see for this video. Let's be for real. But, you know, I am happy about that. And I'm happy for all the other winners, too, because, you know, they're all hardworking filmmakers. You know, despite what you think of some of those movies, they still work hard, and the fact that that hard work is paid off in the end is amazing. And so, congratulations to all the winners that night, because you all truly deserved it. So, what are your thoughts on the 90th Annual Academy Awards? Please let me know in the comments section below. And I am FilmFan0599, and we will see you all later. Peace.